I feel like it's going already. Let me check it. Is it going? Oh Lord, I think it's going. Anywho, y'all, what's going on? I know by now y'all seen that 4-minute video that I'm pissed off there, but I have the rest of the parts. Now the video was 22 minutes and 51 seconds long. I don't know what the fuck happened, and that was my first time really trying to do a long, I guess, video on the phone. So I guess I gotta, upload it in pieces. So hopefully y'all bear with me unless I can get Brent or somebody to show me how I can put the whole shit up. But at any rate, y'all gonna get that because I read the fuck out of Miss Honey Cabbage that was next to Don McClurkin, and I ain't gonna be satisfied until y'all fucking hear that shit because that bitch made me mad even if I have to put that shit on Facebook. But we will move forward. Now, don't think that I'm not gonna be coming back on camera because I am. I just decided to have this random shit and Kroger shit and store shit and 4th of July shit with y'all being off camera. Okay. Now y'all know normally on the 4th of July I do my annual 4th of July rant. But y'all know my circumstances was a little bit different this time. But I will tell you that I still have a fucking rant about these 4th of July whores that are still popping motherfucking firecrackers days later. The fuck? Why the fuck was I in the store and motherfuckers was buying them 75% off? And why the fuck is there some motherfuckers that didn't buy fireworks until they were 75% off on the 5th? Bitch, please. The moment has passed. Motherfuckers. All that motherfucking bullshit. And then, oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all, I cannot fucking take it. You could hear the fucking firework and shit in Kentucky just everywhere. I think these motherfuckers is crazy. These motherfucking country bumpkin ass Kentucky motherfuckers is crazy. All night long, if it wasn't motherfucking fireworks, well, here I'll say, if it ain't fireworks, it's guns and shit. What the fuck? And y'all really don't want to know how I feel about the fucking 4th of July. Yes, we come from up underneath the queen and all of that bit. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. That's good and all that. And y'all know I love my United States of America, honey, but I will tell you this. Just some real motherfucking facts as far as how I feel. I'm still waiting for black folks to be fully independent. And that's all I'm going to say about that shit. So every motherfucking person that I knew was like, girl, I can't wait the 4th of July. I really wanted to ask them, and I did ask a few. Do you even know what the fuck the 4th of July is for? You know, what happened? These dumb motherfuckers don't know shit. Like, I'm going to say this. Know your motherfucking history. I'm just saying, it is wonderful, it's great, honey, and I stand with the United States of America because this is my own. But ain't nothing like knowing your motherfucking history, and I will say this shit again. I am still waiting on black folks to be fully independent, and we'll move forward. Okay, y'all. So when I get out, I go to motherfucking Kroger's. Now, here lately, the store outings have been Kroger's and fucking Target. Not that Walmart's not in there, but Walmart has spent me so much. It seems like the motherfuckers is waiting on me in the damn parking lot at Walmart. Like, I can't just hum my way in on the motherfucking riding cart and just, go in and get what the fuck I'm looking for. No matter what Walmart I go to, some motherfucker is going to try it. And y'all think I'm playing. I'm not playing. And I be trying to avoid the shit. I'll be like, okay, let me go this way. I'ma just, you ask the regular ass question, honey, which aisle do you have the big draws on? I'm just saying, y'all, just in reference. The sign says, bitch, I asked you because your motherfucking sign on your vest says you're a Walmart worker. Like, I can't. I'm just saying, why do you got to be fucking rude? Why can't you just help a customer? Now, not that I was asking where the big drawers was, because I knew where the big ass motherfucking drawers was. And with that being fucking said, I like the Avenue's drawers anyway and Target, but we'll move forward. That's my own drawers business. Okay. So, my husband, takes me to Kroger's and shit. And, you know, I get in there. You know, you go in the first doors and then you go in the next doors. Now, I'm going to stop because they have the riding carts right there after you come through the first door. So, in certain Krogers, which this particular Krogers is in, like, you know, what is predominantly, you know, black area or whatever. Not my Krogers. Anywho, so I go in and they have the carts up against the wall. But then you had a motherfucking geriatric express sitting in that motherfucker. Now, I have peeked them and watched them, and I've been in this Kroger several times. These motherfuckers sit out and want to know if somebody want a damn ride. Okay, this is what the fuck they do. They retire just so they can go to Kroger's and offer people rides. Now, I'm sure there are some people who really appreciate that ride. I know it is. You know, that don't have a way or whatever, knowing that they can go to the grocery or whatever and get what they need. I understand that. No shade in that at all, because if a bitch needed to do it, she would do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, you know, I want to get in one of the newer carts. Now, mind you, the men are sitting there, most of them are in the old ass ones. But this one particular motherfucker sitting next to the one that I want to get in. Okay, the one I want to get in, it's uncharged because it's beeping. And I'm like, and I know his ass is sitting there waiting to get rides. But I was like, excuse me, are you going to use that? Or are you, you know, sitting here, you know, asking people if they need a ride or whatever. Now, maybe he felt some kind of way about that, but I said it as nice as I could. And I said, because this one's uncharged, and I wonder if you could switch to this one so that I could use that one. This motherfucker act like he didn't understand motherfucking English. He's like, yeah, I'm sitting in the cart. Yeah, it's a riding cart. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go through this shit again. Now, about this time, you know, I'm checking my husband because his motherfucking jaws is lightweight, getting tight. He's scooting in a little bit more. And I'm hoping that he won't be like, motherfucker, if you ain't riding in this bitch, get up. I'm hoping that he'll let me get it. You know, anywho. So I said, no, I if you would just switch with me because this one's uncharged. Oh, you need a riding cart? Well, you can use that one. This motherfucker is still hitting me with this shit. Meanwhile, the rest of the geriatric express is looking, and they kind of like, what the fuck? You know, looking at him. And I'm like, no, I need to go in the store. And I know that you probably sitting here to give people rides. This motherfucker gonna say, do you need a ride? I said, hell motherfucking no, I don't need a ride. Now about this time I'm done. I can't give him nothing else but what the fuck I gave him. I said, hell motherfucking no, I don't never need no motherfucking ride. He was like, oh, you too good. Bitch, y'all, this motherfucker gonna hit me with, oh, you too good to get a ride. Bitch, I said I don't need a ride. And further fucking more, bitch, I wouldn't get one from you because I can't even get you to get your motherfucking old ass, sag ass, motherfucking geriatric ass, heavy sack nut, bitch. Y'all, I done lost my motherfucking mind, and I'm serious. Just as sure as I'm talking to y'all on this fucking video. That's how the fuck I felt. Then this man walked over and said, here, hon, you can take mine. He's not quite bright, and I don't understand how he didn't understand what you're saying. Now, and I'm sure some of y'all like, well, what the fuck was Mr. Much Love saying in the midst of this? Y'all, he's like, you gonna get up. You can get up on your own recognizance. I'm gonna get you up. Because now you done pissed me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hold up, baby. We ain't gotta act no fucking fool in here. You know, which I got a lot of motherfucking nerves saying we ain't gotta act no fucking fool. Because I done already said motherfucker, I done went into my shit. And y'all don't think of my business to be disrespecting seniors and shit. I really don't. This motherfucker was doing it on purpose. And then hit me with the, you too good, the bitch. Lord. I'm not going to do it. So, I get in the cart that the man had. And he was like, never mind him. He ain't too bright. Obviously he ain't. Because everybody out here could understand what you were asking him. And there wasn't no reason why he couldn't get up. Now I'm going in And I'm doing that age old shit. Yeah, well, I call it. Well, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm going in still cussing his ass like I done rolled off from his motherfucking ass. You know, I'm getting my shit now. I'm already fucking tainted. Okay, I'm already tainted. So it's best for me to get my shit and woos out. But I'm hot as hell now. Okay, I'm hot as hell. I mean, I'm mad. Plus, I'm fresh out the hospital and shit. Okay, so I go, and I'm gonna get me some, just some lettuce and some stuff like that, some salad shit, some regular shit you need at the store. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what everybody else is getting. I was getting what the fuck I wanted to get out the damn store. So I roll a little bit further and I go by the deli. Now by now y'all know, because I've mentioned this shit, I like the Derby City chicken salad, okay? And I'm gonna get me a regular salad. Now I haggled between getting a regular salad and getting one from the salad bar, because I don't know if they wash their hands and things. And I never put the dressing on the salad anyway. I'm the kind of bitch to take the shit home and rinse it off my motherfucking self, because I don't trust the motherfucker. Okay, now before I fucking get there, because I got to throw this shit in, I pull up on this 6'9", y'all. Okay, he's in like these white slacks and got his flats on and shit. And I get this. Y'all swear to God, he had a rhinestone bracelet on that looked like a woman's, cosmetic jewelry. But I know that he done matched the shit up with his cosmetic, you know, cross. And I'm like, mm-hmm. He opens his mouth and I hear him and I hear his vernacular and I know that he's not from Kentucky. I know, that he sounds like he was either from what I said, Mississippi or Memphis, like for real. But Mississippi seems to be a little bit thicker, with that southern drawl. Okay. And I pick up his bag and he's kind of over looking and I noticed that he's only looking for the ones that got the manager's special on it. Okay. Which is fine. And I had this one. I said, well, this was on sale or whatever. He was real nice. Okay. So he got to talking, thank you, y'all know when they want you to know they pastors, they hit you with your praise the Lord, sister. Glory to God, honey. I'm highly favored of the Lord. This whole thing. And I'm going through this shit. And he said, we just going on. And he lets me know that he's a pastor of the church and blah, 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 this and that and other and blase. And I'm like, okay, but I can't take my eyes off this motherfucking cross, this costume jewelry I got on. And I said, where you from? I said, you're not from Kentucky. He said, no, I'm a real southern boy. Okay. He said he was from Memphis. I'm like, okay. And he goes on to say, well, go invite. Why don't you come down and check out the church and this and that and other? You ain't got church home. He said, blah, blah. And I said, well, recently I kind of had a little, y'all, this is all in Kroger's. Like, I can't make this shit up. This shit goes on in Kroger's. Like, it's what it is, especially when you go to certain Kroger's. And I said, nah, I'm going with my daughter, whoop, whoop. And, any chance I get to talk with that motherfucking pastor that did Brittany like that, I don't give a fuck. I need a shirt with that shit on it. So I'm talking. And he was like, oh, no. That's not how you do. But you can't hide stuff. You got to tell the truth on it and let them know that it ain't right and this and that and other. And I see where he's going with this shit, which he has a right to that. And then he hits me with, sometimes the Lord comes in when we preaching, and it's the Lord that says it. I said, hold up. It wasn't the honey. That wasn't the Lord, honey. That was his flesh. Those was his feelings. And he goes on. About this time, Sister somebody says, Reverend Crook. Yeah, what's his name? Reverend Crook. Reverend Crook was his name. Now she done tapped him on the arm and like Reverend Crook, and he looks back kind of like, oh, sister, Abernathy or whatever the fuck. But his name was Reverend Crook. And I'm like, what's the tease here? What's going on with this shit? Thank you, babe. And she's kind of saying, I just wanted to speak on her, and give him look like, what you doing talking to this motherfucking harlot? I swear to God, y'all, that was the look I thought she was giving him. And then, I'm sorry, babe, I got it. I can get it. And then I noticed her, she said, I know you from somewhere. And about this time in my head, I'm thinking, is this bitch, before she said she knows me somewhere, and then she done tapped me. And, I'm thinking she's getting ready to say something real ignorant when she tapped me something in my head like, okay, Jesus, I'm going to need you to take the wheel. Fix it, Jesus. Please don't let me read sister and sister, you know. And, because she kind of tapped me and I done picked up on the look that she done gave Reverend Crook. Now, y'all know that I was through boots when she said, Reverend Crook. Instantly in my head, I said, that motherfucking outfit that you had on and the motherfucking fake ass jewelry you had on. I just, I'm going through the shit. She said, I know you. You used to bank down at so-and-so, and I, picked up on it. And I said, yeah. She said, I remember you. You would come in and blah, blah, blah. And I said, And she said, well, how you doing? But she couldn't walk away without asking me, how you know Reverend Crook? I'm like, okay, well, girl, are we really going to... I don't. He was in the lettuce aisle, and I had a cheap bag of lettuce, and it went from there like, okay, girl, you're not going to turn me up, are you? You're not going to try. You're not going to get your ass ran down in here in the lettuce aisle. Okay, but I said, oh, we was just sitting, And, y'all, she said, yeah, he do talk to everybody. He stops any chance he gets to have a conversation, he will. I said, Now, at this point, it's time for me to roll on. It's time for me to ride this damn riding cart on to the next destination. Okay. Now, we've already talked about the fucking geriatric express that don't want to give us motherfucking seat, old ass bastard. And I'm going to talk about him again. I'm going to go ahead and say this shit. Now, I'm going to talk about him again later. Okay. Now, I'm going and shit, and I, go to the deli, stop and get a little something. Now, I've already said that I love that chicken salad. Why the fuck did they sell me some rotten ass chicken salad? These motherfuckers. That shit was so motherfucking rotten when I got home. So I left it in the bag and I said, well, I'm going to take it back. Now, we are still in the store. And I'm looking. I guess I'm getting some bread and just some shit. Okay, as I ease on. Now, the good part of this story is this, y'all. There was a woman there that was with her 2 daughters. One of them, her oldest daughter, looked to be about 13. And the other daughter looked to be about 8. Or maybe even younger. And I'm watching them. And the mother is in a riding cart as well. And I noticed that she got this scarf on. And I'm like, I just instantly know exactly what's going on in her life. Plus, when I went by, I kind of seen her port that she had up in her chest through her shirt. So I know that she's receiving chemo. But what struck me was how her oldest daughter was, both of them were going to get, and she was saying what they needed, and she wanted some salad, and the oldest daughter, was next to me as I'm getting my shit. And I noticed how she was getting her mama stuff. Mom, did you want this and that and other? And it did my heart some good. And of course I had to, stop her and I had to say hello because my motherfucking ass can't let it go. I got to seize the moment to be able to tell her, well, honey, this will pass. And, I was kind of like, is she going to be like, girl, don't get in my business? And I just said, excuse me, I don't mean no harm, at all. And I said, but are you going through? And she said, yes, I am. And I said, okay, I can tell. I know the look, honey, all so well. And I said, I let her know that it will pass. She will be, just fine. And she said she had uterine cancer. Okay. And I said, I stopped and talked to you because your children remind me of my kids. Because even now, how they'll be with me, my mama go, especially if I'm with both of them. Which, Lord, I try not to be with both of them in the store because Brittany and Britt cut up so bad, but I'm happy and it made me feel good and it just made me think about just how my children do. Mom, I'm going to go get the bread at this end. I'm going to do this. And it was just so good to see her children helping her and supporting her. So, yeah, I had to add that in before we go on to the rest of the fuckery. And I wish her the best. Now, let's move forward. That just stood out to me and I had to say it. Moving forward, I'm going through, you see people. Now, on down, I see this chick, and we gonna call her Kamika, okay? Because I ain't gonna say her full name. Okay. She said, Nina. Now, instantly, the first thing I do is look at the top of her motherfucking head because that motherfucking wig was at least 14 inches up off her scalp. Like, the motherfucker was on a kickstand. It was like the wig, the kickstand, and then her head. Like, it looked a hot-ass mess. She's like, I'm just here trying to get something. I ain't getting nothing but something cheap. My kids will eat you out of house and home. I'm going to just get them a bag of burgers. And I looked at her and was like, well, they're your kids, honey. It ain't the baby's fault that they want to eat, ugly ass bitch. Because I'm feeling some kind of way about her stupid ass. Anyway, so she, how you been? And wah. She gets to going into shit. Now, instantly, I know that this bitch is ready to go into everything that has happened to her in life since the last time I've seen her, which is some years ago. So, she's like, how's everybody? You wouldn't know, so-and-so, he done got gray hair. I poke it and did this. And I'm like, are you still with old dude? And she's like, girl, we still together, blah, blah, blah. And the bitch, I was hope y'all wasn't together. Motherfucker wasn't good then, but okay. It wasn't treating you good, but whatever floats your boat. About this time, somebody else that I knew kind of came up. Now, before this person came up, this bitch has already started kind of trying to talk about this person. Now, remember, I'm in the riding car. So, on one side is her, and the girl that came up is on the other side. This motherfucker gonna say, that's right, I told your daughter you shouldn't be in her motherfucking house with your man and blase. You let a nigga put your head in the toilet, this and that, doesn't I? Instantly, I'm like, now why does this bitch have to go there? Because really, truthfully, in my head, I'm thinking, bitch, last time I seen your man, he was at my house with another motherfucking woman. I know you ain't, but see, bitches will show out and don't know. See, that's why you should shut what they call the fuck up. This bitch is going in on this other one. This other one can't get no word in edgewise. And some kind of way, one of my family members got brought in it because one of them used to date one of my family members. That's what I'm going to say. So this bitch sees the moment to kind of throw this family member in, and I'm like, you know what? Even though it's my family, right is right, wrong is wrong, blase. I'm trying not to give the whole tease, y'all. And I'm like, did this bitch really put me in? And about this time, I'm thinking, okay, now the bitch then kind of tried to put me in. So since you're talking about cheating, so now I'm going to say this. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that have men that have cheated before, so don't act brand new. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, basically, I'm kind of being like, bitch, when you gonna snap out of it? This bitch gonna say, well, we dealt with that early on, ain't none of that. Bitch, y'all must didn't deal with it. For real. Then she goes on to say some shit like, stop calling so-and-so because I don't make no jail visits, this and that and other. And if you gonna put up with that, I like to cry for you because you look so... I'm like, really, at Kroger's? You really in here talking about this girl and you look a funky motherfucking mess? I'm just saying, y'all, I'm in the middle like, what the fuck are these bitches getting to throw down? Because the bitch that I had already been talking to, she had said so much to the other one that I'm thinking any motherfucking minute, the fight is going to ensue. Because there's no way the bitch would have came for me like that. Fuck that. I swear to God, I threw every bit of milk on that bitch. Eggs. We was close to the feminine hygiene products. That bitch would have went out there with coochie spray on her. pads and all that. Now I ain't saying I wouldn't have got my ass, kicked or whatever, fought. Okay, that ain't never what I'm saying. I'm saying that whatever the fuck, I'm saying what I'm gonna do now, bitch. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I know what the fuck I'm going to do. So this conversation is over. I'm like, let me ease the fuck up out of this. And I'm still going on, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Then what? Okay, so there's that. Then, okay, y'all. Now it's time for me to go over to the pharmacy. This particular portion is the pharmacy. And I'm over there getting something. Now they got this long ass line. Now I'm not putting a prescription in or nothing. I'm getting something. Okay. Now I'm to the side because I done told the woman, honey, I'm behind you. And then a man comes up behind, kind of behind her. But I done already said I'm back here, and she's like, well, she's next after me. Okay, so she done got her stuff, and it's almost time for me. No, the girl before got her stuff, and it's almost time for me to go. Now, motherfucker, you have already been told that I'm next. Why the fuck would you be etching up and then try to act like, I didn't hear it? Bitch, yes, you did. You replied back. And then, if that wasn't motherfucking enough, bitch, you still try to etch up, and then I have to look over my shoulder like, nigga, I ain't nothing in me that's gonna let you motherfucking bully me in here. Don't let this motherfucking, wheelchair, riding cart fool your ugly ass. He gonna try to etch up any motherfucking way. Then on top of that, what is it with y'all? I don't mind talking to people because I'm a talker. Oh, it was this one woman, Jesus. She just, once she talked about one thing, she went to the other, and she would say shit like, oh, I see you have your hair, y'all, for real. Your hair up in, is your hair natural? Now, have you used this? And I don't mind having that conversation. So after that conversation goes to a close, then she sees the shirt I have on. Did you get that at so-and-so? Now, I was in there, and the last time I was in there, me and Pearl, we did this, and Christina said, I don't know none of these bitches. But yes, I got the shirt from there. You thinking, okay, that has come to a close. I'm answering your shit. This bitch talked to me about every motherfucking thing. She's going through menopause, her last period. Bitch, I don't want to know my own pussy business. I don't want to know yours. Okay. Moving forward. What's pussy business, baby? Okay. So moving forward, we get to shit. Now it's time to get in line. And I do want to get, I'm going to get a big bag of ice or whatever. I'm getting the shit. Now, around about this time, we run into, at the end of checking out, we run into the manager. Now I still got this old ass motherfucker on my mind, the bitch that didn't want to give up the seat. And I'm talking to her. And my husband knows him. And I'm like, I tried to get a seat and so and so. She said they in my chairs after, whatever. They get ready to get up. Which really, I didn't want her to say anything to, I just was talking about this one motherfucker. Anywho. So I done got through and I said, well, this ain't my Kroger. She said, well, we want to make it your Kroger. No, you don't. Hell, motherfucker, no, this ain't my motherfucking Kroger. I don't like his Kroger. You go to that motherfucker and anything subject to pop off. They selling books and motherfucking clothes, yeah. Right, motherfuckers in there talking about you need your lights and gas cut on. Text me here. What? Okay. Moving forward. So I go out there. About this time I look and I'm, the motherfucker ain't there. I'm ready to, Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ready to, get my shit. And I look. Now, the man who gave me the seat and said he ain't quite bright or whatever came over. And he said, you know what? He's gone. He's the one to be driving his red van. He's running his motherfucking shit down. And apparently, he don't like him. So he's like, you know what? I had this one ride and this one friend. Because this is how the fuck he was talking. And, she asked for a ride, and I gave her a ride. She was one of my regulars. He stole her. Okay. Then he goes on to tell me, I'm going to tell you something else. When he went over there, she told me that he said, now, you ain't got to pay me in money Just touch it. I said, why? I said, you motherfuckers is out here giving rides for pussy? What the fuck? He said, if it was a lie, she told it. You know, and that watch out there now, boy, I'm serious, y'all. So I'm like, what? About this time, now I'm ready to go across in the shit. And yes, I ride the car out to the car. He's, y'all, I shit y'all now. Here come this motherfucker. Now, he already told me he's in a red van. So apparently he done dropped somebody off and maybe got his dick touched. And I'm looking, I'm like, this motherfucker. You know, I can't believe, you know, this bitch. And I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, and I'm going to tell you this motherfucker right now. Shit, the only motherfucking old dick I feel like I want to touch is when we get motherfucking 70 and 80. And if I want to touch his, there ain't no motherfucking way in the world. Trying to force them old ass jagged edge nuts on some motherfucking games. Baby, you know them nuts is hanging and hanging. Right. No, you not, baby. But when you get that old, when you get that old, when we get that old, they ain't gonna say it. What the fuck makes your nuts exempt? I got special nuts. That's why. Okay, y'all. He got. Why are we talking? Okay, he's got special nuts. Because you brought it up. That's You're right. You're right. Did you have to say that? I didn't bring you in there. You're right. I did put you in there. Anywho, y'all. Damn shit. I don't even know why you would want me to get on there. Well, I mean, you know, they like for you to come to us and do a bit. You ain't gonna do it. I don't do what they like. I do what I like. Well, we know that. Why can't we do the husband and wife tag? Yeah, I can't get him. What you think I'm gonna get on her? Anywho, y'all. So that's the motherfucking Kroger's extravaganza. Like, for real. These motherfuckers is ill. And I'm always like, what the fuck? I just can't. Why the fuck do I gotta go through that? And y'all, let me tell y'all, because I forgot to tell y'all about this a while back. I went to this random shit and shit that went on. Went to motherfucking bingo. Why the fuck is motherfuckers hanging shit up, dresses and clothes and shit at the bingo door and shit? You want back? You look like you like one of these dresses. Bitch, what the fuck do look like you like a dress look like? I motherfucking can't, y'all. I done told y'all about this bingo before. They was in there boosting, got the boosters in there and shit. All of them hang together and stuff. So, y'all, why the fuck I look back and the motherfucking booster was selling the police shit? The fuck? They showing the fuck do because they be in there as security. You know. Anywho. They like a deal. Yeah, I guess they do like a motherfucking deal. But it just threw me for a fucking loop. Because one of this lady that I know, she said, you get you some of them stolen drawers and bras. Hell no. The bitches coming there with the bags that stole the shit in. With the, you know, I can't. Anywho, moving forward. We'll move on along. Okay, on to the next thing. Now. So, I wanted to talk to y'all because I seen this story here locally, which I know it's on a national level or whatever. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Somebody ain't going to like what the fuck I'm about to say. I'm going to tell you right now. And we will agree to disagree. And you'll still be my love. You know, this is my motherfucking opinion. Have y'all seen this shit about the kids not getting immunized? And now there's outbreaks of old ass motherfucking diseases that they have immunization for. Shit like the measles, the mumps, polio, what the fuck? Diphtheria. Okay. I'm gonna say this right motherfucking now. I do not, bitch, just because you made up in your mind that you don't want to give your child the vaccine or whatever the fuck, immunize them, okay, keep that motherfucker in there with you. Don't you bring your ass out in the public and give no motherfucker that shit. What the fuck? I'm just saying. You got some that won't do it because they believe, you know, holistically and we want to have it all natural. And well, get your natural ass some motherfucking where and be with each other. You motherfuckers give it to each other. But how is it fair for them to go out and give it to other children or whatever, I give it to other people or whatever the case may be? I just be passing it back and forth to them. I better yet. How is it fair for you to call it on them now? Your baby's spine is twisted up, bitch, because you didn't want them to get the shot. I cannot. The fuck? I'm just saying. And don't you have to have them shots and shit before you go to school? And I was saying that to somebody, and they said no, they didn't kind of change some shit around. What? Now, this brings me to this. And the Republicans and this bullshit that they talking about, the kids that's from Mexico, they bringing different diseases in. First of all, you motherfuckers need to deal with these whores that won't immunize, give the immunization to their children. Shit, let's deal with them. We ain't gonna say that they bringing any more diseases in here or what the fuck ever. Because if you feel that kind of motherfucking way, then don't let there be any international traveling at all. I'm just saying. And to blame it on them, that's bananas to me. Any old motherfucking excuse beats none. With that being said, let me say there does need to be some changes to the laws or whatever on, immigrants and this type of thing. But this shit that they doing now, that shit, that is not the ticket. And at this point, it is too late to do whatever it is they trying to do. And now you want to say that the kids is bringing over here. Now we have, y'all can't. That story, I've been watching this shit, and I've been trying not to talk about this shit because I don't want to, I really don't want to go in and go off. Like, really go off. But I do not understand. I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand how, and y'all correct me on this shit, on the other side, the parents, of these children or whatever. Now, my understanding that some of the kids that have crossed, and being that they may be 10, 11, 12, and, maybe 13 or whatever, have done it, without their parents, or they have been sent without their parents, or they go and take the younger siblings with them. But then, there's also those that were taken and snatching because they are young. They have to get due process here, but they take it from their parents or whatever. But is it some parents that's over in Mexico that are fucking sending their kids, knowing that this is what's going to happen? And this is when I say, you're an irresponsible son of a bitch. If you send your child to go through this, all of them kids in line, sleeping on the floor, this and that and other, are they eating? I know they mistreating them and shit because they don't want them here. And I know they are. When you're a grown motherfucker and you make a conscious decision to do some shit, then bitch, whatever the motherfucking consequences is what it is. But when it comes down to kids who have not came of age to the point where they can really, rationalize what they're doing or whatever, it has to be some decorum. You got to pull back a little bit and understand that these are children. No matter where they come from, at the end of the motherfucking day, these are children. It needs to be something done about the immigration, but we also need to consider that these are children. At the end of the day, and I'm gonna talk some more about that in another video, but I wanted to mention that, and I just wanted to kind of talk about it in the same context as I talk about these motherfucking mothers in the United States, Americans, choosing not to immunize their children. Bitch, you got the right to do whatever you want to do with your child. But I'm gonna say this because I done seen people say, "Oh, I can't get my little girl's ears pierced. I just don't want to make that choice for her." But some motherfuckers will make the choice. Now, I ain't gonna, no, you could get polo. But we lived a holistic life. And I will carry you and your bent up spine and take care of you for the rest of your day, but you didn't get that shot. Like, I can't. Polio, mumps, and my question is this. Really my question is how y'all feel about that. Like, for those who have younger children, How do you feel about that? They go to daycare or whatever. And I want to say this because I do not want to leave out. Y'all know this is an open forum and we can discuss, and we will not attack those who decide or who explain why they're not doing it. Maybe I don't understand why they're not giving their children y'all can't say that, inoculating their babies. Maybe, somebody in the comments can explain it to me or whatever. Maybe I might understand. But at the end of the day, if I had smaller, if my children were younger, I don't think I would appreciate them being in that setting. Now, let me just say this now, because I know somebody's going to say, well, if your kids have had shots, don't worry about it anyway. But how do we know that they can't get it? I'm just saying. And I guess my biggest gripe is this, and putting that aside, is why would you want your own child to go through that? Now, for the motherfucker who will say, that's their child, you're right. But to me, that's cruel. If there's a chance that, they could go through something like that and suffer, I'm just saying. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about that shit. Cause I really don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what but it's their children, and I guess they can do what they want to do with their children. I just think to give them a fair chance, and these are things that we have stomped out. And let me say this, motherfucker. Well, I don't know that they had a shot for the whooping cough, but I will say this: there has been an upspring in tuberculosis and shit, like for real. Shit. Which ain't nothing but a smaller version of, to me, similar to consumption a little bit, which consumption is much worse. But that'll be the next thing they'll be talking about. And that's some bullshit. And that's just some bullshit. I just don't understand it. Why would you want your child to, be out there and a chance to get it something like that? Now, I know that some of the reason why some of the parents don't do it is because we don't know, and those people who, conspiracy theories and this and that and other. And some people will say, how do we know that's not how they putting the chip in and all of that in the mark? And all I'm thinking about is the children and their health and well-being, and the well-being of just the community in general. But anywho, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that shit. Now, let me tell y'all right motherfucking now. For my bloodies and true blood lovers, fuck True Blood. And if you watched it, you know why the fuck I'm saying that. Fuck True Blood. Motherfuckers ruined the last motherfucker. Ooh, I can't. I'm not going to talk about it. Fuck it. I don't even want to talk about it right now. Onward and upward. What else was it that I was going to tell y'all about? Let me think. It was something else. Oh, y'all. This kind of goes back to Kroger. So, y'all, after I'm going through the shit that I'm saying, and me and my husband is going across the street, y'all failed to mention that I'm in full, just as soon as I go back and see the carts and we go back through there, I'm mad as hell. And I'm like, that motherfucking geriatric lazy ass nuts, and I'm going in, y'all. And this older woman is coming around getting out of her car, y'all. Felt so bad. And she looked at me like, oh my God, y'all, I got so motherfucking tickled. I could not, I did. I felt bad and I apologized. But I got so tickled because she was so scandalized by what I said. But I got tickled looking at her face like she had never heard shit like that. Although I would, I was like, I'm sorry because, I don't want to be disrespectful, to her or whatever. But y'all got so damn tickled because I was going in on his ass at least a good 2 minutes of motherfuckers and nuts and shit. I can't take it. I'm just not gonna be able to do it. I'm not. It ain't in me. I can't. Now, that brings me to this. And this is just some sad shit that I want to say. And I want to say this to, just women in general. I've been kind of watching some shit unfold just around my area, around my way. Just some shit in, some people I know. Ladies, I gotta say this. I really do. And I've said it in the past a lot when I first came on YouTube. You cannot make a man want you. You can't. You can't. You can't. If they don't want you, they don't fucking want you. And it's as simple as that. It's nothing that you can motherfucking do to make them want you. And I thought about it, just kind of watching some shit recently. And I thought, how it must be that she thinks nothing of herself, that you will be willing to do whatever. You will be willing to come out your frame. You willing to do anything for this motherfucker. Then I thought to myself, now is this bitch doing it because, would they be doing it because they love him? Is it that you're doing it because you don't want to be alone? Is it the real truth of, the real truth of it is this, is that you don't know your own motherfucking self-worth to the point where you want a motherfucker who ain't never did shit for you, can't do shit for you, ain't did nothing but dog you, talked about you, ain't did nothing but fuck you, and don't think of you as anything else but a piece of motherfucking tail. That you will want to fight and go through a whole bunch of shit over this motherfucker. It has to be that you don't have no motherfucking self-respect for yourself. That you think you are less than motherfucking dog shit and dirt. That you don't feel like you worth no more than that. This is all I'm gonna get, so I'm gonna settle for this shit. I'm gonna fight for this shit. I'm gonna fight for just any old motherfucking thing. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, know your worth. I cannot express that. I can't say that enough. Because it kind of hurts me to see shit like that. Know your fucking worth. Fuck him. If he ain't realized who you are and how good you are, whatever, let that motherfucker go. Obviously, he ain't got common motherfucking sense. He ain't got sense enough to know when he got something motherfucking good or whatever. Let that motherfucker know. You can get the fuck up through. But see, he can't realize that you good because you ain't realized the shit. Why the fuck he gonna think more of you than you think of your motherfucking self? It is so true when they say you can do bad off by your motherfucking self. Fuck that. I would rather be by myself than to be with a motherfucker who don't want to be with me, dogging me, you know what I'm saying, going through all the abuse and this and that and other. Fuck that any old thing kind of attitude. Well, at least I got one. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to have one if that's how the fuck it's gonna treat me. I do not have to have one. Your motherfucking ass is not desired or required, bitch. Get the fuck up through. And I say this because it really does kind of get to me when I see young women do that. When I see any woman of any age do that for a motherfucker who could care fucking less about you. The other day, yesterday, I was watching a video. Y'all, I'm sorry, this is long. What is it? Her channel is vlogs of a plus size. Oh Lord. At any rate, damn, I can't remember her channel name. And she did a great video. She was talking about a friend of hers who had been dating a man who was married to him, who had burnt her not once but twice. And she just wanted to kind of talk about what she would do had it have been her. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of love is that? That a motherfucker will set your pussy on fire, bitch? Not literally on fire, but bitch, if you burning. And she made a good point. You didn't think about me. I'm mad that you fucking went out of our marriage, and on top of that, you fucked a bitch raw. And not only did you do it once, but you did it twice. You done burned me twice. And you accept this motherfucker back now. Now, am I fucked up in my thought process? Because, see, ain't nothing in me that would ever make me want to stay with a motherfucker like that. Because, see, these first two times, your ass got burnt and they had a prescription for you. But it could have been that motherfucker that they don't have a prescription for. You know what I mean? That shit you can't get rid of. And I'm like, how motherfucking, some women will say, well, she's just being a good wife and she's hanging in there and, she's holding on to her marriage. At a motherfucking point, it comes to a close. Why the fuck I'm going to hold on to some shit that you don't want to hold on to? I ain't did shit, but yet I'm the one in here doing all the motherfucking work and trying to maintain and hold this shit down. But motherfucker, you out there hopping bed to bed. You got me fucked up. So let me be called a wife that, you know what I'm saying, ain't trying to hold on to her shit. Now, that's not my circumstances. But I'm saying, I don't give a fuck. If a motherfucker do that, I'm not trying to hold on to him. Fuck him. And what you need to do is get the fuck away from me before I take your motherfucking life. I'm just saying. Like, how desperate and hungry and needy do she got to be to let a motherfucker burn her twice? I'm trying to understand that. Another motherfucking thing. You motherfuckers is out here throwing pussy out of every draw leg and thinking, oh, this is 2014, that's the way it is, and women that came into their own right, and yada, 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 and we can fuck on the first time I meet you. After hello, you can have this ass. If you motherfucking bitches think that you can do that, and that brother gonna wife you, bitch, you got it fucked up. And if he do, he's out his motherfucking mind. Because if you did it with him, you did it with another motherfucker. I'm not saying that you know what I mean? I know I wasn't no motherfucking virgin when I got married. Hell no. I'm just saying, you motherfuckers who are just throwing this pussy out everywhere, making it bad for the next bitch who might want to kind of conserve her, who is not as funky but as your ass is. Now, he done been with your ass and you done gave it to him every kind of motherfucking way. He ain't had to say shit but hello. Now, when he leave your ass, because he would never wife your ass or make you his motherfucking woman, bitch, you ain't not even his concubine, because a concubine is kept. Bitch, you're nothing but a piece of ass. Okay. But this one of these other women who have not done that, then they run up on his motherfucking ass and he's expecting a bitch to be as funky as that bitch. I'm just saying. Y'all, just some shit on my mind. And I'm just all over the motherfucking place. I haven't been able to make a video. And I'm just kind of talking about some shit that's on my mind. And I just felt the need to talk about it. You know, I'm just curious. Am I the only one thinking this shit? Am I the only one looking at just the fucking decay? Like, I cannot. I don't know, y'all. It's just, there's no, some of these young women, they just don't have they don't want shit but a wet ass. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all just overlook me on that. Those are just my views, and might not, nobody might not want to hear that shit, but that was just the shit that was on my mind and me wanting to share random shit with y'all. Just some shit going on with me, and when I, going to the store and just some little shit. I have some other shit to share with y'all, but this video is long as hell as it is. Well, Lord, I don't even know how long. Anywho, y'all, just sharing that. I'm gonna take and get the rest of that video where I talked about the Love and Hip Hop hoes off of there. Yes, I am gonna talk about Married to Medicine and shit like that. I gave up on the Bad Girls Club. Fuck them. I gave up on the R&B Divas, but I did watch the first part of the reunion. And why do I could care fucking less? But it was a kiki. So let me know if y'all want me to talk about the reunion. We can't talk about it. I'm looking forward to Married to Medicine reunion. That's why I'm going to get Married to Medicine out to y'all so that we can get that done. And onward and upward to the New Jersey hoes and the R&B Divas LA, which I'm waiting on, which little Mo, y'all, I don't know what happened. Y'all, I'm kind of on the fence. A couple of y'all asked me about that, and I talked about it on Much Love page. I say this. If she had to pee, she had to pee. She wanted to get up. I just kind of think it's unfortunate. I think it was something that started out as, oh, Lord, a bitch got to pee, and I'm on, Instagram, and normally I'm sharing stuff with y'all, and, she put shit up, and then and Prince got a whiff of it, and it went from there, and y'all know, and Mo, Prince got some ride or die motherfucking fans. I don't know. I hope this shit dies down, because y'all know I like Lil Mo, so I might talk some more about it, but I don't even think it's, it's, no, I'm not. I'm not going to talk anymore about it. Because I like Lil Mo and I really want this shit to kind of die down, for real, just to be honest. But a couple of y'all asked me, and I just feel like she has the right to say what she wants to say. But here's the whole thing. Motherfuckers get so uptight, you can't have an opinion about a star or whatever that somebody else stands for. Fuck that. You have the right to your opinion regardless. Like I told y'all, I'm sick of these motherfucking stands. I can't take that. And I was kind of like, well, they didn't have, everybody was like, well, she getting drugged and this and that and other. I doubt if she feels that way. I think she feels like she said what the fuck was on her mind. And it is what the fuck it is. Say what you want to say. It don't change how I feel. Do I kind of wish she didn't say it? I don't know. I ain't going to say I don't wish that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like she has a right to vent and have her opinion or whatever. I just think that the stands is who blow it out of proportion. It could have been handled between them. And that's it. She said what she said about him. He said what he said. Let's move forward. But anywho, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll be back in here to talk about Married to Medicine and stuff. If y'all want me to talk about, I keep telling y'all, if you want me to talk about, I don't know, y'all. I got to check my email. I got to set me up a new email so y'all can tell me what y'all want me to talk about. Because my email has been jacked up and I've had to change my password. And at some point, somebody had changed my fucking, I couldn't get in and I had to go through a whole bunch of shit. But I do want to talk about, kind of hot topics or whatever. What's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. This is long as hell. Just me sharing my damn thoughts. I'm gonna get the rest of that video up for y'all and we're gonna do a movie. I'm out. Much love. Damn, 50